fighting the nigga, beep, 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 start fucking this nigga up, you feel me? Put the nigga up against my mom, like brand new truck and shit. I'm beating this nigga up. Peanut, you already know that Peanut is the nigga who stabbed me, he know. Before that knife came out, it was blows to your motherfucking chitty chit and a lot of other shit, like no funny shit, but like
I start to flex.
When I was in Huggies, I started to flex.
I start to flex.
When I was in Huggies, I started to flex.
I start to flex. Arrows in this text. You niggas wanna get.
Hey, yo, it's your boy Zeus, man. Welcome back to my channel. Like, subscribe. You already know what's going on. Today I'm gonna tell you guys a story about the first times I got high. Like not when I got high for the first time, but like when I first inhaled for the first time. Story came about because I recall it was a Donald Trump video. I had my shirt off and people keep asking me like what happened to my chest, like how did I get the big scar on my chest and stuff like that. So I figured I'd just tell a story about how that shit came about. Like, this is how it all started. I was like 13, right? I'm with my man Tim. He an older nigga. He gotta be like in his late 20s, probably early 30s. I was a young nigga. I always wanted to be around older niggas. I always chilled around niggas that was way older than me, like double my age. But anyways, Tim, man, I'm about to make you famous, boy. I was with my man Tim. We smoking, we getting high like that. I'm a young nigga. I'm 13. I think I just turned 13. I'm mad high. So we finished smoking. We walking up the hill. Like, we walking up the hill back towards my crib. Where I lived at, it was like, this would be East Thomas Street, and then it'd be like a light right here, and then you cross that light, and then that's West Thomas Street. So I lived on West Thomas Street, but my man lived on East Thomas Street. So it's like a hill, but it goes up, and then it goes down like that again. I'm walking up East Thomas Street, you feel me, to get to my crib. So I'm about to walk past one of my man's crib. I'm high, you feel me? So like the sun is beaming. Like, this is when I lived down south. I'm looking up, but I'm walking, and I'm just seeing like underneath the sun, I see like a shadow of like 3-4 niggas standing in front of my man crib. And this is the south, so like niggas don't just be popping up at niggas crib. Like, niggas be where they at. Like, you feel me? Like, if you usually see like a group of niggas at somebody you know crib, something happened. Like, but for some reason I'm looking, like I'm walking, I'm high, I'm on this side of the street, same side my man's house is on. I see the shadow underneath the sun, like right in front of him. I see like niggas just, you know what I mean? And for some reason, I just had a gut feeling that them niggas was there for me. Like, I'm still walking, like as I'm walking up, I'm starting to recognize a couple niggas and shit. Like, I'm really feeling like they there for me, you feel me? I'm not trying to cross the street and act like I don't see these niggas. My man Tim, that's why I said I'm gonna make you famous, Tim. My man Tim, that nigga seen them niggas, he crossed the street, kept it pushing. I ain't crossed the street, like, I don't know, I was just super, super prideful as a kid. Just way too prideful and like living a dangerous ass life. But anyways, I ain't cross the street. I'm like, I'm not about to cross the street, you feel me? I'm about to just keep walking. So I walk right into the niggas like in front of my man crib. It's this nigga named Peter, right? To me, I'm thinking he an older nigga at the time, but now that I'm an older nigga, he was a young nigga too. He's only like 21, 22. You feel me? So this nigga, like, I'm 13, mind you, I'm high as fuck, you feel me? And I'm a cocky little nigga too. So I'm from New York, but I'm down south. So this little nigga, he in front of my man crib and shit, talking about he wanna fight me. He like, yo, let's shoot the fair one. I heard you said this to my girl. Cause his girl, like, they were both my next door neighbor. I don't even know what the fuck I said to the girl. I remember we had a conversation that morning. He must have gotten into some type of argument with the bitch. She kicked the nigga out, and he tried to come like find me and take it out on me because he thought I was like some young nigga. He come to my man house looking for me, and I happen to be walking up the street. So the nigga found me. He bumped into me, you feel me? So this nigga go out in the middle of the street. He talking about, oh yeah, let's fight, let's knuckle up. He don't got no shirt on and shit. All he had on was some shorts. He ain't have no shirt on. He out in the middle of the street, arms open, like, yo, let's fight. I'm like, my nigga, I ain't fighting you, my nigga. I'm gonna beat you up. Cause he was like 21, 22, but he was like my size. He was actually a little bit smaller than me. Like, he was like one of them skinny older niggas, you feel me? So I knew, like, I was good at wrestling and shit, all types of shit. So I'm like, I'm about to beat this nigga. I'm like, my nigga, I ain't even trying to fight you, my nigga. I just got finished smoking. Like, my nigga, I'm gonna fuck you up, trying to show off in front of my mans, like, not trying to look pussy in front of my mans, you feel me? This nigga get out in the middle of the street. What you mean? Shoot, give me the fair, blah, blah, blah. Give me the fair one, give me the one-on-one, blah, blah, blah. So, nigga, I step out in the middle of the street with that nigga, start fighting the nigga, beep, 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 start fucking this nigga up, you feel me? Put the nigga up against my mom, like brand new truck and shit. I'm beating this nigga up. Peanut, you already know that Peanut is the nigga who stabbed me. He know. Before that knife came out, it was blows to your motherfucking chitty chit and a lot of other shit, like no funny shit. But like I said, we tussling, you feel me? Like I'm a little bit stronger than the nigga because he's like a small, skinny nigga. So I'm moving this nigga around. Got the nigga up against my mom truck. My man like, nah, boy. Like, y'all gotta get off my mom truck. Like, you feel me? We all still young niggas, you feel me? These niggas are older niggas to me, but we all still young niggas. So this nigga's like, my man, he like 17 or some shit. He like, yo, boy, get the nigga off my mom truck. So nigga, I'm like, listen, I'm taking directions while I'm fighting this nigga. I'm about to move this nigga to the car over. Like, I'm about to take this nigga and like move him to the car over. As soon as I like had that thought, I just seen a knife come up like, right? Nigga stabbed me in my head. So once the nigga stabbed me in my head, I grabbed his hand. Like I said, I got him up against the truck. So I grabbed this nigga hand with the knife in it. Like, let's just say this is the knife. The nigga was like, he's still trying to like cut me and shit. He's still trying to cut my hand and shit. I don't know what it was. Like, God, I had this nigga hand the perfect way. Like, he like this with the knife. Like, I fucked my finger up. But he had the knife like this, and he trying to get me off of him. But it's not cutting my hand. He not even reaching me. Like, I just had this nigga the perfect. So anyways, niggas like, oh, we ain't know he had a knife. Niggas take the knife out his hand while I'm holding his hand, right? I let the nigga go. I'm like, oh, this nigga stabbed me. This nigga cut me. Like, my adrenaline is up now. Heart pumping and shit. My head is like leaking, like blood just running down my shit. I'm like, oh, this nigga done cut my face. He probably done finished my shit. Like, you feel me? Because like, you could have the littlest scar. If your adrenaline is up, your heart is beating, that shit is gonna be like just pouring and pouring and pouring. So this little ass cut right here, it's like a dash like that, nigga. That shit was like the nigga stabbed me and the fucking tip of the knife hit my skull. After they get the knife out the nigga hand, they like, oh, we ain't know you had a knife. So I'm like, oh, now I'm really about to fuck you up. So I take off my shirt. No, matter of fact, I'm like, oh, now I'm really about to fuck you up. I'm about to take off my shirt. My man was like, oh, he went like this to my shirt. It was like slices and gashes in my shirt. You feel me? He went like this to my shirt, and he was just like, he let it go. He was like, oh shit. And then I'm just like, you feel me? Like, I took off my shirt and my whole chest was just open. Like, that shit was open. Like, this shit was like, so it was like this, the shit skipped. And then it skipped like off my chin, like right here. And then the nigga just finally got it up and he bang, hit me right here in the head. And then I got it out. So when I took my shirt off, I'm like, I didn't even realize, cause like I didn't feel nothing. I didn't feel like I was stabbed or nothing. Take my shirt off, my fucking chest is like, So I'm trying to still fight this nigga. This nigga's on the floor like doing the kicking shit. Like, you know, like when you're kicking, but you're kicking in circles. So it's kind of hard to like get on top of him. It's kind of hard to kick at the nigga anything. Cause he's just kicking in circles. He's wild kicking, like just in circles on the floor. So like, instead of like trying to chase this nigga around and like trying to get this nigga, like I'm literally like, my shit is leaking now. I don't even know where the blood is coming from. None of that shit. I know my chest is open, all that. Everybody like, yo, chill. Now niggas want to sit me down. This nigga run. He go wherever he go and shit. The paramedics and shit come. They get me to the hospital. My mom comes. She sees the shit. Like, she faints. She like, faints, you feel me? Doctor told me like I got stabbed over my heart and in my head. So they was like, yo, you're just so fortunate to be here. You should just count your blessings, blah, blah, blah. I had like 13 stitches right here, like 3 stitches right here, and probably like 3 stitches right there or some shit. Ended up making it out Gucci, but yeah, man, shout out that nigga Tim, man, that got scared across the street when he seen it. Like, it was 2 of us and it was probably like 3, 4 of them niggas. Like, nigga, that nigga tried to leave me. You feel me? And shout out to that nigga Peanut, man. Even though you had that knife, nigga, I whooped on you for a little bit, my nigga. You feel me? You gonna always feel them blows from that young nigga. You always gonna remember me. Everybody in Danville already, everybody know the name Jesus. Everybody know my name ring bells, because I was just a young nigga that got stabbed at a young ass age. But you feel me? I put that pain in, so now y'all know what happened to my chest. That's the story. Like, subscribe to my channel, man. Till next time, I catch y'all.